What razor would you give to somebody in your family if they were just starting out with wet shaving? Leave it down in the comments below. Roll tape!
Welcome to Mully Shaves.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday, December 22nd, 2025. We're just 2 days before Christmas Eve. Yay! Actually, I am on winter break at the moment, but I have to go into school right now to pick up my Santa suit. You know what? I'll tell you about my Santa experience. That'll be today's story. Okay, the shave of the day. Get this out of the way. Today was Stirling Black Cherry with my ever-ready 3-band boar brush. And my razor of choice today, it's going to set some people off, was my Feather F3 Samurai cartridge razor. My neck's been feeling a little raw the past couple days. You can look at the redness, right? Look how red I am. Look at that. I needed something mild today. Something mild that would get the job done. So I went with the F3. I'm thinking probably for the next couple days I may lay off shaving for the next couple days. Give this a break. Maybe when I get home I'll put some ice on it. I had really bad razor burn yesterday, and that's what this is. I think the feather just irritated, just shaving irritated. I don't think there was any way around it except not shaving. Anyway, so I skipped any scents today. I'm not using any scented balms or aftershaves. I just went with aloe gel and Duke Cannon ice cold balm. So that was it for today. Nothing fancy. Now, I did get a box from my mom yesterday that had some Black Friday gear in it. Vanulay had a big Black Friday sale, 65% off the whole site. And then her shave soaps were buy one, get one free. So Barry had sent me a balm and a splash called Guilty by Vanulay, but I didn't have the soap. So I got the soap. And then for my get one free, I got the, she's got one called Spicy Man, which is a dupe of Old Spice. So I got that with the splash and the balm. And then other things that came, I got 2 more bottles of Duke Cannon ice cold aftershave balm. There's a straight razor that I won in a Shave Dad contest. And what else was there? A bunch of samples from Vanulay. Monica's always good at giving samples when you buy something. What else was in there? I don't remember. I don't know. But boy, I tell you what, I was excited to get those 2 bottles of Duke Cannon. Okay, anyway, my Santa Claus story. At my school, I've been at my school for 23 years. Now, when I first started there, I was in good shape. I wasn't overweight like I am now. I was probably about 240, which is a really good weight for me. 235, 240. 40-inch waist. Anyway, my first year at the school, my school is a private school. It's got a kindergarten, elementary school, first, junior high and high school. So the kindergarten asked me if I would play Santa for the kids. And I said, yeah, of course. But the one issue would be that, what about a Santa suit? Because, even though I was in good shape, I'm still much larger than most Japanese men. 6'1". 6'1", 240, right? That's not, you don't see many Japanese guys like that. So anyway, they said, yeah, we've got a suit. So I went over and tried on their suit, and it was big enough because I guess they made it big enough that the fathers could stuff it with pillows or whatever. But it was this really cheap material. It looked like one of the mothers had made it, which is fine. But I thought, we can do better than this. So I went looking for a suit and couldn't find one. So that year I wore that suit. Now we didn't have any boots, so the one teacher got the bright idea of getting these black rubber rain boots, which is not a bad idea at all. So she gets these rain boots, but they only go up to a size like 10 and a half, and I wear a 12. So they weren't big enough. So what they did was she sliced the bottoms of them off and sliced them, and my calves are so thick, the boots wouldn't fit in the shaft of the boots. So anyway, she cut the bottoms of them off and cut them up the back, and they wrapped it around my leg, duct taped it in the back, and just, let it rest over my shoe. But yeah, that's fine. Now, at our hall, our auditorium at the school holds about 700-800 people. And I was supposed to come in from the second floor. The door would open, the spotlight would hit me. I'd come in from the second floor in the back, and then I'd come down the steps, walk through the crowd, blah, 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 and get to the stage. So time comes, door opens, spotlight comes on, I come in, I start going down those steps, and I took maybe 3 steps, and down the steps, I went down like 3 steps, and then pop, 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 all that tape came off, and those boots just fell on the floor. So here I am in these little short pants that are about halfway up my calves, white socks, tennis shoes. So anyway, I got up on stage and did the thing, blah, blah, blah. So the next year, I thought, we're going to do this right. So I got on santasuit.com, and I bought this really nice Santa. I mean, it was like $400. I bought this really nice Santa suit. It looks like a damn department store Santa. So I get this suit, and the next year I wear it to school, and people went nuts. They loved it. So that day, or that evening, we were supposed to have our year-end party, and we were having it down at the hotel. And the guy that runs the office of the high school asked me if I could wear it just for a little bit at the party. And I said, oh yeah, sure. So I get there and go in, do my thing, and when I was finished, the guy that runs the money in the office says, oh, Jim-sensei, give us the receipt. We'll pay for the suit. And I said, no, you don't have to pay for it. It was still my second year at the school, and I thought, I didn't think I'd be here 25 years later. And I just thought, so when I do change, or if I go somewhere, then I'll just, it's my suit. I can take it with me. No, we'll pay for it. No. Well, we went back and forth. And finally I said, okay. All right. So he said, how much was it? And I said, it's about $400. But he goes, no, that's okay. We won't. So they didn't want to pay for it then. But that's okay. I didn't want them to. Anyway, so as the years went on, I get bigger and bigger and fatter, and I outgrew the suit. So the past, I don't know how many years, I've had somebody else do it for me. And this year, I thought I was going to be able to do it because I've been losing a lot of weight. And I actually went to the kindergarten teacher a few weeks ago, maybe about a month and a half ago. I went and told her, I said, I'll do Santa this year. I'm back. I said, I've lost quite a bit of weight. And I said, by then I should have lost enough to do it. And they said, okay. So anyway, about a week and a half ago, I pulled the suit out, tried it on. Not even close. Not even remotely close. I've lost a lot of weight, but not that much. So I had to call him and tell him, sorry, I can't do it. So we got one of the other teachers to take care of it. And so that was on Friday. This past Friday, they did the Santa thing. So I'm going in to pick up the suit. And the reason I'm doing that rather than waiting till after the holidays, because I don't really need it, my friend Dave wants to use it for something, and I think that's on Christmas Eve. So I'm going in to pick it up, and then he'll come pick it up at my house probably tonight or tomorrow, I would imagine. All right, guys, well, we went double what I try to keep these videos at. Try to keep these around 5-6 minutes, and we're at 10. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, and well, I'll talk to you before Christmas. All right, well, I guess we'll call that a shave. Y'all stay smooth.